Breaking news. The NFL world has just been rocked by a move that nobody saw coming. Lamar Jackson, the 2019 MVP and one of the most electrifying quarterbacks in NFL history, has officially signed with the Dallas Cowboys. This bombshell trade has completely shaken up the league, the Cowboys, and Lamar Jackson's career in ways that nobody could have predicted. The Dallas Cowboys, long known for their high-profile moves and deep roster of talent, have made an acquisition that could change the trajectory of their franchise for years to come. This isn't just a trade, it's a statement. The Cowboys have gone all in, securing one of the most dynamic and controversial figures in the NFL, and in doing so, they have raised their ceiling to heights we've never seen before. For those who haven't been following, Lamar Jackson has been a topic of speculation for years. After his MVP season in 2019, Jackson quickly became one of the most talked about players in the NFL. He revolutionized the quarterback position with his electrifying dual-threat abilities. Jackson's ability to throw the ball downfield with precision and run the football like a top-tier running back was a game-changer. But despite his individual success, the Baltimore Ravens and Jackson couldn't come to terms on a long-term contract, creating a tumultuous relationship that saw the star QB play on the franchise tag for 2 years. Fast forward to this offseason, and it became apparent that Jackson's days in Baltimore were numbered. His relationship with the team soured, especially after a series of public contract disputes. Rumors began swirling about where Jackson would go next. Many believed the Ravens would either franchise tag him again or work out a deal with him. But in a stunning twist, it wasn't the Ravens who retained Lamar Jackson's services, but rather the Dallas Cowboys, a team that had been underperforming for the past several seasons in the NFC playoffs. The Cowboys, led by owner Jerry Jones, made the bold decision to trade for Lamar Jackson and bring him to Texas. This move changes everything for the Cowboys, and it changes the entire NFC landscape. Let's take a closer look at what this means for the Cowboys. First of all, Lamar Jackson is no ordinary quarterback. He's an electrifying playmaker, someone who can win games single-handedly with his legs or his arm. He's shown in the past that he can lead a team to the playoffs, and his MVP season proves that he's capable of putting a franchise on his back. Now, the Cowboys, who have been waiting for a breakthrough quarterback to complement their explosive offense and solid defense, finally have that guy. Dak Prescott, despite his leadership and skills, has been inconsistent. His decision-making, especially in clutch moments, has been questioned time and time again, and he's failed to take the Cowboys deep into the playoffs despite the talent surrounding him. By acquiring Lamar Jackson, the Cowboys are not just improving their quarterback play, they are completely changing the dynamics of their offense. Jackson's arrival will instantly elevate the Cowboys' offense to an entirely new level. Imagine Lamar Jackson running the Cowboys' potent offense, with Ezekiel Elliott or Tony Pollard, depending on how things play out, in the backfield, and wide receivers like CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup running routes. This is a unit that already has the pieces in place, but Jackson gives them an element they've never had before: dual-threat versatility. Jackson's ability to extend plays with his legs, create mismatches on designed quarterback runs, and stretch the field vertically with his deep ball is something that will make defensive coordinators lose sleep. The Cowboys will now have a true dual-threat quarterback who can take over games, and that's something they haven't had in a long time. The Cowboys' offensive line, which is one of the better units in the NFL, will be even more effective with Jackson at the helm. The running game, which has been an integral part of the Cowboys' offense for years, will only get better with Jackson's mobility and ability to make defenders miss. Play action will become a nightmare for defenses, and it will open up opportunities for CeeDee Lamb and other receivers to get open downfield. Additionally, Lamar's mobility will force defenses to play more conservatively, as they'll need to account for the threat of Jackson running the football at any given moment. But this trade doesn't just benefit the Cowboys' offense, it will have a ripple effect on the team as a whole. The Cowboys' defense, led by linebacker Micah Parsons, is already one of the best in the league. With Jackson now running the offense, the defense will have the luxury of staying off the field longer, allowing them to rest and perform at an even higher level. A rested defense is a dangerous defense, and now that the offense can score quickly and effectively, the defense can focus on shutting down opponents without being asked to carry the team. There's no question that the arrival of Lamar Jackson makes the Cowboys a much more dangerous team. The NFC East, which has traditionally been a competitive division, just became even more challenging. The Philadelphia Eagles, who reached the Super Bowl last season, will now have to deal with a Cowboys team that has a quarterback capable of outdueling anyone in the league. The Washington Commanders and New York Giants are also improving, but the Cowboys, with Jackson at the helm, have solidified their place as the most dangerous team in the division. But what does this mean for Lamar Jackson's future? After years of drama in Baltimore, Jackson now has a fresh start with a franchise that is hungry for success. The Cowboys have long been one of the most popular and storied teams in the NFL, but they've failed to win a Super Bowl in nearly 3 decades. Jackson, with his ability to win games in a variety of ways, could be the key to breaking that drought. For Jackson, this move is a golden opportunity to prove he can win at the highest level and carry a team to a championship. The pressure is on him, but if anyone is built to handle it, it's Lamar Jackson. For the Ravens, this trade marks the end of an era. Lamar Jackson was the face of the franchise for years, and his departure leaves a huge hole in their offense. The Ravens, who have been successful in the regular season with Jackson, now need to pivot and find their next franchise quarterback. They'll likely enter a rebuilding phase, but the question remains, can they find a QB who can match the level of play Jackson provided? The Ravens will have to answer that question in the coming seasons, but for now, they are in the midst of a major transition. The NFL landscape is never stagnant, and trades like this shake up the entire league. Lamar Jackson to the Cowboys isn't just about the Cowboys getting a new quarterback, it's about changing the power dynamics in the NFC and beyond. The Cowboys now have one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and with a roster that's already stacked, they are instant Super Bowl contenders. Jackson's dual-threat abilities, his leadership, and his drive to prove his doubters wrong will make the Cowboys an even more dangerous team than they were before. And for Cowboys fans, this is the moment they've been waiting for, a potential franchise-altering move that could lead to a Super Bowl championship for the first time in nearly 3 decades. In conclusion, Lamar Jackson's move to the Dallas Cowboys is not just the biggest trade of the NFL offseason, it's one of the biggest trades in the history of the league. The ramifications of this move will be felt across the NFL for years to come. The Cowboys are no longer just a playoff contender, they're a legitimate Super Bowl favorite with one of the most exciting and dynamic quarterbacks in the league. Lamar Jackson is about to embark on a new chapter in his career, and the Dallas Cowboys, for the first time in a long while, are poised to make a deep playoff run and potentially win it all. With the NFC East now a battleground for supremacy, every other team in the conference should be on high alert. The Dallas Cowboys, with Lamar Jackson under center, are here to dominate the NFL. The future looks bright in Dallas, and the journey to greatness has only just begun.